What do I have? I've got a Honda Pilot. Now, obviously something's wrong with it if it's in my garage, but I don't think it's too bad. It is an '06 Pilot. It's got 300,000 miles, but you know what? It's a Honda, so 300,000 is like the new 200,000 for a Honda, so I think it'll be okay. What I know is wrong with it, and I think primarily the only thing wrong with it, other than 300,000 miles or just some wear and tear, is the timing belt tensioner is bad. Now, I know the timing belt was replaced. I don't know if the tensioner was replaced and the unit just failed prematurely. I don't know if it was not replaced. I don't know. But what I do know is the timing belt tensioner needs to be replaced. At least that's kind of what I've gathered from looking at it and what my friend, I bought it from my friend, what he told me. So, let's take a look at this thing. Here it is under the engine base. You can see the timing belt covers here and are there. They have already been removed. And so what was happening is just making a noise at first. My friend thought it was the power steering pump because it made similar noise when the power steering pump went out before, but turned out not to be it. So it comes with a power steering pump, brand new. Determined it was the timing belt tensioner, just with the tension. Let's see how loose or, I mean, it seems pretty tight. I don't know. But you can see, like, when it's driving, it seems to be flopping around a bit. So that could be it. That's what we're going with now. Needs a little bit of cleaning. But, you know, I mean, it's '06. It's got the usual wear and tear. I mean, overall, not terrible shape for what it is. I mean, fairly clean for 300,000 miles. It is the fully loaded model. Got all the bells and whistles. Which I need to look up how to get into the nav system because, you know, disconnect the battery, connect the battery up, and you need a password in the nav system. Well, I don't have a password. I don't know why Honda's being mean to me, not letting me into it. Interior looks pretty good. I mean, typical wear on the bolster. You typically see that. Not a problem. What else? So that is our power steering pump. It comes with a new starter right there. I don't remember why it comes with a starter. I don't know why it has starter. I don't know. That orange box, that is the special crank pulley socket you need. Got that notebook, free notebooks or anything in there? I don't think so. I think it's just a notebook. No, notebook, that's good. And the back's pretty clean. Lest I forget, it also came with this handy ratchet. Why? Because to get the the belt off, the serpentine belt off, the tensioner is kind of a tight fit, and I had a long handle ratchet, but I just couldn't get it to click enough to actually, you know, get the tension down. So the guy's like, my friend told me, hey, this is the only ratchet I've got that will do the job on this Honda Pilot. And he gave it to me, which is awesome because, yeah, none of my ratchets will do it. Look at this. You got some stuff going on here. I'm guessing that seat belt shut in the door. Happens. Typical. Back hatch. Need a little bit of cleaning. But overall, there's nothing, like no major body damage. I really am trying to see what's the biggest car I can fit in my garage. Well, look at that. Got inches. This might be the max of how big we can get. I don't know if we can get much bigger. So yeah, all kinds of fluids, some safety glasses. There's my timing belt covers, a lot of other things. Pair of vice grips, ruler. Looks like, was that like fishing lure or something? So yeah, got some stuff. Now, I don't know why Honda did the clear taillights on the Honda Pilot. It's odd. I think they've gone back to red, as I think they should. It always may look like they're aftermarket. I never liked that. You can look at that. Not bad at all. So this is the Honda Pilot. It needs a deep clean on the interior. Need the timing belt tensioner. So the first things first, I'm going to look at the timing belt tensioner a little bit more. I mean, while the belt looks a little tight, it does seem like it might be the tensioner, the way the belt was flapping when it was running. So I'm going to start there. I mean, again, I've never worked on Honda Pilot, so with all these projects, it's kind of fun just figuring out what is the puzzle, how do you solve the puzzle, how do we get it going. So that is where we're going to start with the timing belt tensioner. Once I figure that out, get that going, you know, deep clean the interior, clean all that out, clean up the exterior. But I think the timing belt tensioner is going to have it up and running. I may just clean up, do some things on it, since I'm here, since we're there, get it going. But I think the timing belt tensioner is going to make it go. I pulled it into the garage this morning. It is not making like kind of that loud sound it was making when I test drove it and when I drove it to my residence. But I don't think that's one of those problems where if you let it go, it goes away. I'm pretty sure that problem's still there. So I'm going to do some digging, make sure it is timing belt tensioner, feel confident it is, and then we're going to replace it. And then cruise this thing out here. Hopefully, this will take a little bit quick, be a little quicker than the last project. Because I've yet to actually finish a project completely. This is the third project I've had in this garage since I had, you know, this wild hair that, hey, I want to work on cars. I want car projects. Just decided I wanted that, did that, and I've yet to finish one. The one before this, it's close. I'm just I got to paint bumpers, and I don't have my paint set up. So I've ordered stuff. I got to wait for that to come in. And why let my garage sit dormant while that's coming in? Maybe knock this thing out real quick. Maybe I could get this done like in a couple weeks. Wouldn't that be wild? It would be, based on my typical timeline. So I did not do a real deep dive on any hidden treasure. So I'm gonna dive back into this, see what's going on. I've got that panel. It's in the back seat. Don't know why it's not in there. Overall, I mean, the Honda Pilot plastic mats. Not too bad. I mean, not great. Is this? That's a thing. Oh, that's curious. That's an interesting sign. That's kind of something. Is this? Yeah, it's a tray. 2 nickels. We're cooking. 10 cents. I'm getting richer. I'm wondering how I can fix that. I would love to fix that. I'm not sure it's an easy way. But I think once it comes back, I'm wondering, could I replace that whole piece? Getting the match would be a heck of a trick. Could I somehow take it out and just like pull this back and sew it short? Maybe. I don't know. I have to think about that. Let's see. So I would like to get that better. Oh man, we've got a windshield wiper scraper. That's cool. Notebook we saw before. Let's get in here. What is that? Look at that. What is that? Let's pull it out. It's just a piece of steel. All right, that's something. Here's that panel. There's an alligator. There's something. Hey, there are carpet floor mats here. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. What is that? Looks like some kind of machinery. I think. Why is there an alligator in here? That's. Yeah. Why is that foam coming out? You don't usually see it rip out from the bottom. I'll have to look at that. Look at that. That foam is just, it's curious. Very curious. See what's happening in the back seat. Yardstick. Is that a tarp or a jacket? Maybe both. Could be both. Nothing over here. I really need to try to clean this thing out, I guess. Oh, the whole reason I'm even looking through all this is the nav system. It's got a nav system, and without a code, you can't get too far. I need to check to see if the code may be in the glove box. That would be very handy for me. Ew. Yeah. Looks like a tarp. I think it is a tarp. Some stuff back there. Yeah, it just needs a good cleaning. I don't get what's going on there. Because you look at that. It's like the carpet's just ripped or the foam is coming out. I don't know. Maybe I can fix it, or at least make it look like it's fixed. That's a little dent right there. Never so slight. Paperclip. Dime, so we are at 20 cents. I don't think I've opened that glove box. You know what? I bet one of those numbers is the nav. Now, which one is it? I don't know. A lot of stuff up in here. I'm not going to show that because it might be identifying information, and I ain't trying to get into all of that. Wheel locks. Oh, yeah, because this does have wheel locks because, everybody wants those Honda Pilot wheels. I wonder if one of those codes... right there, I bet one of them is a nav system. I don't know how many numbers it needs, but I bet it is. That'd be good. Actually, the key's still in here. Let's see if I can squeeze in here. Let's get this nav system, see if we can do something with it. Everything whirring to life. Honda navigation system. Whoa. I don't know what it is. Enter code. Wish you told me how many digits it was. Let's try the first one. 36, 131. Oh. 4-digit? Alright, hold on. Put the other one in. 8360? Oh, we got it. We unlocked it. I believe this is CD based. Engine must be running. Vehicle must be parked away from buildings. Do not move the vehicle. Well, I'm sorry, dude. I'm in a garage. The engine is not running. Well, at least we have our nav system code. That's one less thing I have to worry about. It's just in the glove box. Oh, man, what's changing there? What was it? Up to 20, 30, 40, 41 cents. Man. Is anything on this side? Man, this is going to take a deep, deep clean. I don't really look forward to it. We've completed one task on the Honda. Arguably one of the most benign tasks. But you know what? A task complete is a task complete. You can tell it's been sitting for a bit. Let me see. I haven't really looked to see. I know the time belt tensioner is kind of on the left, back in there. Is that it? That could be it. Oh, you probably can't see that, but I can see it. I think it's gonna be easier to remove the wheel, passenger front wheel. The time belt does not look that old, so I think the fact that it was replaced, that seems to track. I mean, I saw some videos, where they're removing like the power steering pump, the engine mount, all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I believe it. For changing the timing belt, it's probably true. And you can just support the engine with a jack and a block of wood. I'm hoping I don't have to do all that to change out this timing tensioner. I mean, it's right in there. I can kind of see it. I saw somebody, they got it out just removing this front, or they didn't remove the front cover, this cover all the way, this cam cover. They somehow like wedged it and got it in there. But I don't know if it's different engine or not, because it looks like my tensioner, I think if I can see it correctly, it looks like it's below that cover, towards the bottom cover or somewhere. I don't know. And there's some stuff. There's some oily stuff going on here. I believe we may have a leak of some sorts. Don't have the cover for the engine. I'm not too ganache about that. I don't really need it, but my friend did tell me he had it, so I may see it one day. We'll see. And these headlights, holy cow! These headlights, they need a clearing. They really need clearing. I wonder, is it just one bolt? Wouldn't think so. Let's look. It may be one bolt. Just clearing these headlights, take 5 years off this car. I hate yellow headlights. And going to plastic instead of glass, you get that. That is just, it's inevitable. Plastic naturally yellows with UV radiation. No way around it. But I'm going to clear these things off. I've cleared a bunch of headlights. If you have a car old enough, you're going to be clearing headlights. And these are just rough. I mean, you probably can't, I bet you put the headlights on, you probably can't even see anything out of these. I mean, that's crazy. You have to really take those down. Don't want to do that now. Probably not. I got places to be today. You know what's better than a new project? Nothing. I said I didn't have time to work on this, and it's kind of true. It's kind of not true. I'm at least just going to go through, remove everything in the car that I don't want in the car, or does not need to be in the car, or is not mine, or just no longer be in the car. I got someplace to be, so I don't want to get dirty. I don't want to get greasy, doing all that stuff. So I'm going to do some low-level impact work on this thing. Just clean it out. Let's toss some stuff. I don't know if you can quite see that. It's a wasp's nest. I've had this hatch open a couple times. Didn't you know there's a wasp there? So I did. That is the wasp. I had to kill those things, man. I'm allergic to bee stings, wasp stings, all that stuff. I don't want to get stung. I had to spray them. Had to be done. Can't be in my house. Sorry. This is some of the stuff I pulled out. Some stuff I tossed. I thought that was a tarp. That is a poncho. And adjustable wrench. That's kind of cool. That vice grip. I can't get that to work. The little end, it won't thread in. I don't know what's going on with that. Some kind of terminal post. I don't know what that is. Some transmission fluid, some differential fluid, great. A yardstick, awesome. Aside, so that coolant jug, that was mine. Everything else is from this car, all kinds of things. And I did make a little bit of money. There's still a few coins, kind of like between the seat and console that you can't reach because my hands are not flat. But we got, what, $22.85, $1.10. I got $1.10, so already making some money back on this car. This is not an exhaustive clean by any means, kind of just a surface level, getting what's on top type thing, cleaning some stuff out. Under the seats, I mean, it's a wasteland there. Still need to get into that. And the thing is, I don't like getting dirty, I don't like being dirty. And so reaching into a car like this, where there's just stuff, makes my skin crawl a little bit. I mean, I don't know if you notice, I'm wearing gloves, I'm being very careful. I'm just the way I am. It doesn't matter whose car it is, unless it's my car. Except my car wouldn't have anything on the seats. If you were to go to my daily driver right now and you were cleaning out the seats underneath, there'd be nothing. You would find nothing. There's nothing. You'd think it is ready to sell. That's just how I roll. So cars that aren't like that, and I realize most people are not like me. It's a little crazy going in and clean all that. But this thing did the surface level, pulled out a lot of stuff, and now I just need to fix the time belt tensioner. And then I think this thing will be a driver. But before it's a driver, I will give it a clean, inside out, all over, make it spotless.